Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Dan. And today, as you can see, I'm still continuing my Disney movie marathon where I'll be talking about the movies, of course, TV shows, merchandising, I don't know what the case may be. If it's related to Disney in any shape or form, then yes, of course, I'll be talking about it. So, for this video, I just figured I'll just do a review for a TV show, which I don't do that often really, but anyway. Yes, it's Little Mermaid season one. So just thought I bench watched the entire first season, and I just thought might as well just get to it. I mean, I've said this before. I've said this before, and I will say it again. I was never exactly a big fan of anything the Little Mermaid, the Disney's version. I was never the huge fan of even the original film either. Which yes is why it took me so long to actually get to this. A matter of fact, I didn't even know that there was even a TV show until like sometime later. And even then, I just dragged my feet. I know the first movie has a huge fan base, and it's just me, folks. Okay, it's just me. So when it comes to coming into this TV show, my expectations were low. Okay, they were lower than dirt. All right, I really wasn't sure what to expect here. Okay, maybe to some extent I did, but still. I'm like, okay, I just came into this with just open arms. You see, this show could change my mind, my perspective on this. So I give it a chance, okay? I give this a chance, all right, folks? So if there's any fans of this franchise, you can't blame if you can't say nothing and then give it a shot, okay? So of course, as always, let's get the plot, shall we? And okay, the basic idea here is that of course Ariel is gonna be rebellious, as you might expect. She's a teenager mermaid who lives on the sea with her father, the Sea King, and her six sisters and various friends who get to see throughout each individual episode to various extents, I guess. And they have to do all these crazy things together. Together, they will attempt to keep harm away from the kingdom, of course, as enemies do attempt to ruin their peaceful kingdom. So, yes, of course, Ariel herself would, well, of course, go on these individuals in each individual episode, adventures, of course. She would sing, of course, songs, obviously, along with her animal friends, of course, that you saw from the movies, obviously. So there was that. So, okay. And yes, each individual episode would focus on a specific story, I guess. Now, maybe for a moment, there would be one episode where Ariel would adopt this lost baby whale and hides it from in the palace, and then maybe another episode it would focus on King Triton, who would select Sebastian to deliver a document to someone and whatnot, and maybe another episode King Triton objects when Ariel wants to ride a giant, I guess, wild seahorse. Maybe and then another episode, then there's also this Marboy, and he is lured to the monster crab to join his gang. Or maybe another episode where Ariel agrees to take care of a baby twin when she discovers that babysitting is not as easy as he thinks. You get the idea. But I guess that's kind of my major problem with this season is that there's no overarching story. I mean, we do get something of a villain, of a powerful, strong villain, I guess to some extent, but that's kind of like towards the end, really. And it would be this guy, really, folks. I actually do like his character design. I can tell that the team that worked on this show did attempt to give him, I guess, somewhat, I guess, menacing look. I can see what they're trying to do and whatnot. And okay, for a moment, I thought he was going to be the main villain of the entire season, but no, he barely is used. He's so underused, underutilized, I guess, because judging from the TV show, how is he presented here? You would think he was supposed to be the big bad baddie, and yes, he was supposed to be because he's supposed to be really powerful and really strong, but he is so underplayed here. So you just see briefly him here, just really, really brief. Yet he's supposed to be the villain, like the strong, mean villain and whatnot. So yeah, missed opportunity there, folks. Very wasted potential. In other words. Anyway, so ultimately, my biggest issue is the writing. Okay, is the writing really? At the end of the day, you could literally watch any of these episodes in any order. There's no specific order you have to watch any of these episodes, and you wouldn't change a single thing at all. Like whatever, you wouldn't change nothing. So, in the grand schemes of things, it kind of feels like there's no real structure, really, at all. So there was that, of course, unfortunately. And yeah, not digging in the way of me enjoying this this show to this full extent. Again, mind you, I was not expecting much anyway. I mean, I was willing to accept the fact that this show could actually blow my mind and whatnot. I mean, if it was going to be a top like a top best show, sure. If it was going to be that, I would have welcomed it, sure. Ultimately, there's not really a whole lot I can say about this show, like at all, because what I can say is here is that I mean, yes, for continuity wise, this show does take place before any of the movies. I guess before the first one. I guess you can say to be more exact. I guess it takes place before any of the movies. I guess, but not that it really matters, really, folks, because the TV show just feels completely inconsequential, completely and utterly inconsequential. If you never watched the TV show, it doesn't matter. It really does not matter if you watch the TV show or not, because it adds nothing to the overall lore or what do you want to call it. And yes, the TV show was eventually rebooted sometime later. And yes, even the film franchise was also rebooted as well. Yeah, because that happened, of course. So that makes this TV show feel even more inconsequential, as if it wasn't already. So, yikes. Give me a break here, will you? Whatever. Anyway, that's all. There's not much else I can say, really, folks. So, there's that, I reckon. So, I'll give this an overall rating of a 5.0 out of 10. It's a 5.010 because it's just okay. That's it. Of course, as always, thanks for watching and take care. Until next time, see ya. Oh yeah, later.